Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Alexander, the Great.
That's me.
He's here. I guess that's your nickname, bro. Anton tried to give you a bird nickname.
I don't know what that was about.
I don't know why he's not Alexander the Great. I just pulled that out of my...
I like it.
All right. So, all right, guys, check this out. We're going to show you guys a wrestling move, but you can use it for jiu-jitsu, and it's called a limp arm. It's a very common thing, but maybe I can show you guys some details about the limp arm that maybe you didn't know, hopefully, so that all of you guys, even the ones that know what a limp arm is, don't click away. Don't watch the next video. Stay on this video and learn some limp arm stuff. Okay, let's say I shoot a single leg. So this is more classic. So I'm here, let's say I want this leg, so I'm gonna pull his leg and step and shoot. Now, once I shoot towards his leg and he sprawls and he's gonna get what's called a whizzer, okay? Now you see his arm coming in. I have a lean right here. I'm snaked down around his shin bone. So if you guys can see that, I'm not on his leg here, because the reason why is if I get here, he's probably gonna turn and face me. So he can sprawl, you see how he turned and face. So a little tip on getting behind somebody, snake that leg. So as he tries to move, I drop my knee over his leg, I grab onto his ankle, and you see what's already happening to his whizzer. It's really tough. I never let him get a good whizzer. Now, the way to learn the limp arm in the beginning is have a guy with a crappy whizzer, because you're gonna get him every time. So just get a little bit better. So a closed whizzer or a shin whizzer is where I'll let you get in there. Like, come back and get a little deeper. There you go. See, now he's torturing me with that pressure, that whizzer. I can't get my arm out. So if you start with a really tough whizzer, you're not gonna like the limp arm so much. So watch again. I'm gonna lean, I'm gonna kind of weaken his, you see how he's barely, go ahead and make a grip now. See, now right here, I can just take my hand, and right now I'm palm up, because I'm grabbing it around like this. I'm gonna turn my hand the opposite direction, I'm gonna turn my palm down, and then I'm just gonna take my elbow, and my elbow's ready to exit the hole, pull it out, and grab around his waist. In wrestling, this would be the point where the referee gives us our 2 points. A lot of times jiu-jitsu guys may not fight that much. Usually once you step over the leg, they already start to sit towards their guard, and they usually give up the takedown. So most of your battles, if you guys get into a jiu-jitsu match, unless they have wrestling experience, you're gonna get a single leg, and as the guy's trying to sprawl, so once you guys get here and you step over, most of the time a jiu-jitsu guy won't hang on it. He might keep the overhook, but he'll sit, and you'll just be here with your takedown. So keep that in mind. You may not need the limp arm at that point, but wrestling, this is a very common battle. You're gonna be fighting with limp arms all the time. Let me tell you this, the lower you are on the leg, the better the limp arm will work most of the time. If you come up the leg, let's say I step over here and I'm grabbing here, that whizzer is getting strong now. So when I try to limp arm, I can still limp arm this. So I've got some pressure, I can still limp arm and come around. But let's say I come all the way to the waist. Boom. Now, can you see my arm? My arm is like wedged. It's stuck. Like I can't even grab Alex's waist. He's got it pinched so tight. He's threatening my shoulder and a little bit of my elbow. See, go ahead, put some tension on it. See that? So when you guys are here, watch the limp arm. Go ahead and just let me do this one. So I turn my palm. So you see, guys, instead of grabbing him, I turn my palm and I'm gonna pull it out. And then his whizzer, the idea is, we're gonna come back and get a whizzer. If he's putting pressure, he'll fall on his face. See that? And then you'll end up behind him. But when you let a guy get a strong whizzer, it's gonna get stuck. So what happens is you try to pull your arm and then you can't get it out. And then when you get it to here, he now has control of it. So you pulled it out and then he'll grab my wrist and he'll pull it across my body and then he can end up behind me, which is bad, right? So you guys pull that across your chest again. You see how it's kind of like like a Russian 2-on-1. And he can kind of torture, like that, and then kind of torture my elbow. Yeah, like, see, now I'm like, oh man, I gotta give up. See, I had to put my head down. I can't really fight you much more because he's threatening my elbow. So at this point, it's really, really tough, okay? So we don't want that to happen. So come over here and look at this angle. I have his waist. If I allow my shoulder, like when he puts the whizzer in, to be pulled forward. Now look at this right here. So his rib cage is here and my shoulder's here. What I would like to happen or be in this position, I'm gonna like strengthen my position, Alex. Look. See how like I bring my elbow back so if they can see from the top, look at this. If my elbow is back and I grab like this, when he has the whizzer now come back over here, it's almost like Alex's shoulder is pulled back like this. So it's not down. So he's trying to turn down, but you see how strong I am, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Like it's really strong. So I'm winning the battle of this, what we call in jiu-jitsu, the dog fight. So if I'm winning the battle, I can limp arm this because his whizzer is open. So can you stay there? I'm gonna pull my arm out, but stay like this, okay? So this is the hole. The hole right here is big. If this shoulder comes down, the hole is small. When it's small, your arm is gonna get stuck, okay? You're gonna get stuck. And I've seen a lot of people teach limp arms and do this. Come around the backside. So they take the arm and then they bring it this way. As they try to pull it out, it gets stuck. So now you can see what I just gave Alex. So I gave him this and then he'll pull and he'll down. Now I'm not saying it'll never work because I've seen it work, limp arming like with your arm this way, but that's not really what I want to do. Watch what I want to do. I want to make the hole big, so I have a high head. See, I have a high head. Now, when I'm pressuring and he's trying to pressure me, I'm gonna get out of the way, and the hole is big. So I'm gonna turn my palm up, and I'm gonna move my head in this direction, and I'm gonna drop this knee. And when I do it like that, he falls to his elbow, and I get on top. Now I'm gonna give you another tip. So check this out. The rabbit hole goes deep. So when he's whizzering, a little tip to make it a little bit bigger, the hole bigger. Let's see, we have a nice little vine right here. Also, I didn't talk about the vine, but if you have your legs entangled, like it's better because he'll have a harder time snaking out. So if I'm just like this, he might just like snake his leg out, and then you lose the position. So that's important to talk about as well. But not saying it's necessary all the time, but if I have this, it's a little bit harder for him to do. So now watch this little tip. So instead of just limp arming, because he knows, he's like, so I'm strong, but he knows I'm gonna do it. I give him a bump. So I bump him like this. I push off my leg and I go in, and then I use the bump because next the energy is gonna come to limp arm. So he's out of position and then I have control. Good for wrestling, good for jiu-jitsu, good for MMA. So watch again. Now, I have a pretty good grip. Now get your leg up and put some good pressure on me. So see that? So instead of just limp arming, keep the pressure. Now watch. So if you can see that with timing, I push into him and I give him a bump. Pressure. Okay? So I just give him some energy. Bump him and limp arm. Limp arms for jiu-jitsu, you go, but I'm never in that position. Jiu-jitsu does this position from the dog fight. When you guys are in half guard, and the guy's on top and I'm framed like this, I use my knee shield so he can't put pressure, and then I bump and I get the underhook. He goes whizzer. Now remember, guys, if I start to kind of whip up here on my side and try to hook his leg and get up into the dog fight, as he's whizzering me, he might be torturing me right now. See, I can't really do it. There's no way, my arm's in that bind. So what we want to do first to make our position strong is we want to roll towards our back and attempt to roll him. What that'll do is you're probably not going to roll a good guy, but he'll base. So when he bases, now you made him base, I'm gonna move back to my side and look at my right hand, get a deeper grip. So watch where my right hand is. I put him that way. He's pulsing his hand strong, and then I go deeper. He comes back for a new wizard. This time, Alex feels it. I'm now better. When he's wizarding me now, you see that? I can give him a bump, and then limp arm, and he falls, and we're here. Okay? So that's how you're gonna use it more like in jiu-jitsu. Instead of off the takedown, you're gonna be coming up off the dog fight. Okay? So remember, if you don't have a deep wizard, or excuse me, a deep underhook, you're gonna get tortured by a good wizard guy. See this right here? Like, I can't get up at all, it's hard. So immediately, like, try to sweep, and then get up, and even if right here, if he's wizarding me strong, wizard, I'll try to roll you, and then I'll go again. Now I'm much, much better. Now that I'm right here, I'll pump, limp arm. And we end up getting behind that arm. So that's the limp arm. And there's gonna be more limp arm videos because you can use limp arm like all over the place. It really happens anytime you have an underhook and a wizard. You're pretty good with limp arm, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
When do you use your single legs?
Yeah, always single legs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have anything a little different? Because I know you probably do.
Yeah, sometimes we'll shove the leg first.
Oh, we didn't talk about shoving the leg. Show them this. Yeah, thank you. I came into this video thinking, oh, we're gonna shove the leg. And then I totally just abandoned it. You shove the leg, the hole gets even bigger and it's way easier. I'm terrible. We needed Alexander the Great on here. It's not just Coach Brian, we need him too. Okay, show me a single leg and then we're gonna get to that. So watch my wizard. I got a good wizard. I get in here, look, I'm sprawling and I gather the wizard. So if he steps in the hole, look, and we're here, I'm getting so much pressure right now. If Alex even tried to limp arm, I already see it. I'm gonna catch that on and boom, I'm behind him. So he's gonna start building his position. Watch what he's gonna do. He's sitting back. He's gonna try and work that leg now. Pull it up on top of what we call the shelf. And man, my wizard now, I lose a lot of power. The moment this leg goes up, I can't rotate my left hip. Do you see the difference? Let my leg go back in the middle. Look at this, guys. It's called Uchimata in judo or wizard kick in wrestling. Look, I can get up and put some pressure or go close wizard, which is the one where you grab your shin. A shin wizard, close wizard. And you might be able to limp on that, but if I keep it tight, it's tough. So shove it, work on shoving. Now look, guys, the hole is bigger. Go ahead, limp on that. Whoa! And then now he's chasing the legs. And I lose, oh my goodness, the limp arm. That's sweet. Okay, one time, quick. Hit that single. Whoa. He's stepping over the leg. He's gonna shove it. Pull it up on top of the shelf. Run. I can't run away. I don't know if you guys saw me. I'm trying to bear crawl my hands forward to run away because I don't have anything else. Once I lose my wizard, I've got to try to do something else. Again, many jiu-jitsu guys will just turn to their back. It's not like there's nothing you can do, but it's a really good move for him, giving you position. Nice work. Thank you for that. Okay, guys, like, share, subscribe. I told you this limp arm video was going to be worth it, didn't I? I hope you guys enjoyed. And what else can I say? Links are down in the description box. Patreon, PayPal, you can contribute to this channel. If you guys learned something from Teach Me Grappling, again, I don't sell my content like for profit, like I don't sell it. Obviously I make money through the YouTube ads. So guys, click like, share, comment, all that helps me out so much. But if you guys do want to contribute or become a part of our membership or Patreon, please do. I appreciate you guys. I'm not quitting. I'll be back for more next time with more great stuff.